Located in California's arid and windy Colorado desert lies a unique town called Salton City. Once envisioned as a flourishing resort town, today it stands as a melancholy relic of a dream unfulfilled. This area, besieged by natural and man-made adversities, outlines a haunting narrative of ambition, neglect, and the unyielding struggle of its remaining residents. Salton City was created in the 1950s during a post-war era of optimism and economic growth. The underlying dream was to create a Riviera in the desert, nestled beside the accidental Salton Sea. However, the fate of Salton City was heavily intertwined with the very sea it bordered. Initially formed by a flooding mishap in 1905, Salton Sea was embraced as a serene oasis amidst the arid desert. It spurred grandiose visions leading to the planning of Salton City, a resort town with a myriad of amenities expected to rival the likes of Palm Springs. The initial phase saw a flurry of activities. Roads were laid out, facilities were constructed, and advertisements drew in curious investors and residents. However, the fleeting allure began to wane as the Salton Sea started revealing its unyielding nature. The Salton Sea, being a terminal lake with no outlet, began accruing agricultural runoff from nearby farms. The lake's increasing salinity and pollution turned the once pristine waters into a hostile environment, killing off fish and fostering an overwhelming stench. The promise of Salton City as a recreational hub began to crumble. The deserted beaches strewn with fish bones replaced the earlier images of sun-soaked sands. The ecological disaster didn't end at the shoreline. The declining water levels resulted in the exposure of toxic dust, which became airborne, posing serious health hazards. The wrath of nature seems to echo through the abandoned infrastructures and the eerie silence that now pervades Salton City. Salton City today is a mere ghost of its original dream. Its population, once expected to reach thousands, now stands at a stark few hundreds. The residents face daunting challenges, including the lack of basic amenities such as healthcare facilities, schools, and employment opportunities. Moreover, the environmental catastrophe hasn't relented. The noxious air and foul waters continue to pose a grave threat. The area suffers from high levels of pollution, which have severe repercussions on the health of its inhabitants, with respiratory issues being a commonplace. The real estate in Salton City is emblematic of its thwarted growth. Vacant plots of land and abandoned buildings narrate tales of dashed hopes and financial ruin. The plummeting property values are both a result of and a testament to the unlivable conditions in the area. Various rehabilitation efforts have been debated over the years to restore Salton Sea and, by extension, Salton City. However, lack of funds and political will, alongside bureaucratic red tape, have slowed down significant progress. Though some projects have been initiated to control the toxic dust and address the water crisis, the scales of the problems far outweigh the mitigation measures undertaken so far. Salton City stands as a stark lesson on the impact of environmental neglect and the perils of overambition against the might of nature. The hardships endured by the remnants of a once hopeful community reflect the broader issues faced by marginalized populations living in environmentally compromised areas. The haunting silhouette of Salton City against the harsh desert horizon serves as a grim reminder of the fragile balance between human endeavors and the natural world.